Hello everybody, the Auburn Tiger basketball team tips off exhibition in 1 month from today. Yes, basketball season is almost upon us, ladies and gentlemen, as we are in the midst of football season right now. However, Auburn's always been good at basketball, and I cannot wait for some Auburn Tiger basketball to be back in our lives in exactly 1 month from today. So, hit that sub button, leave a comment down below so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos from today. In today's video, of course, we are going to be predicting the Big 12 games this weekend. We're going to talk about them, break them down, give our prediction for each game. Obviously, in the next video, we will have AHSAA predictions for you guys as well, so stay tuned for that. However, if you're into college football, NFL football, all the football in the world, hit that sub button, leave a comment down below so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. And without further ado, let us go ahead and hop into this week number 4 predictions as conference play is starting to heat up. Alright, so kicking us off on Friday night this weekend, as we do have a college game on Friday night as well. It is Tulsa going into Oklahoma State. Give me Oklahoma State in this one. They should be able to beat Tulsa. I know Tulsa's got the better quarterback. However, again, Big 12 defense, I think is going to light up this Tulsa offense. I really do. This is going to be a very interesting one to keep up with, though. It's a weird start time on a Friday night, right? Obviously, Oklahoma State's not the best team in the world, but I do expect them to get the job done. I think they have the better quarterback room. I think they have the better wide receiver room. And overall, they just have really big players compared to Tulsa's players. I think with that reason being alone, that they will be able to get the job done at home against Tulsa on Friday night. Now, kicking us off in a big way on Saturday is Texas Tech going into Utah. This is going to be a fun one. Texas Tech is rolling right now. They're 4-0, obviously, to head into conference play. Utah is also 3-0 on the season. This is a top 25 matchup to kick off the weekend on the 11 a.m. slate. So it's going to be a fun one and cannot wait for it. Morton, the quarterback, already almost has 1,000 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, and 1 interception on the year for the Texas Tech Red Raiders. I think Texas Tech is going to walk into Utah and beat Utah. I really do. Again, their offense has been rolling so far this week. Utah's defense, not the best. And with it being an 11 a.m. kick time, which is a very early kick time in the Mountain West, I think that is going to have some implications on it, as Texas Tech will be able to get the job done on the road at Utah. I think the Red Raiders are going to upset them and roll on to 4-0 on the season. Another banger of a matchup this weekend is SMU going into TCU. SMU 2-1, TCU 2-0 on the year. The quarterback Jennings for SMU, 6 touchdowns on the year so far. Hoover, I know, has been playing really good for TCU, though. I expect TCU to get the job done. I really do. I think this TCU team with Sonny Dykes behind it is going to be a tough team in the Big 12 this season. I think that Sonny Dykes has the defense fired up, and I think that is what is going to actually prevail them to get the win against SMU. Jennings is a really mobile quarterback, so you are going to have to put a quarterback spy on him. But I think other than that, they should have this thing locked up. I think TCU is going to win. The line right now opened at 6.5. I think it'll get much closer to game time, but I think TCU will be able to get the job done at home against SMU, thanks to Josh Hoover and the offense and the defense, which will contain Jennings in this matchup behind Sonny Dykes. Next game up is another banger of a game. North Carolina going into UCF. This is going to be a fun one. My friend is actually at UCF and is going to be at that game. I'm super jealous because this is Bill Belichick, obviously, walking into UCF. Another tough test for the Tar Heels. It doesn't get much easier than this in conference play. You're going to have to play teams like this week in and week out, right? And we saw what they did to, of course, TCU and what they couldn't do against TCU. Gio Lopez is going to have to play lights out. Obviously, I am rooting for the dude. I hope that he does play lights out. I'm going to go with UCF, though. I think that their quarterback is so much better than Gio Lopez and more experience, and I think that is going to help the Knights prevail in this win. I think they're going to be running the ball all over this UCF defense as well, or UNC defense as well. I think that UCF's going to get the job done at home against North Carolina. Now, Another banger of a game in the Big 12. Lots of bangers this weekend. West Virginia going into Kansas. Jalen Daniels struggled last week. I believe they did lose. However, he does have 9 touchdowns on the year so far. West Virginia coming off a big overtime win against Pittsburgh. This is what I was talking about in my Big 12 reaction. For those of you who did not watch this video or that video, go watch it, check it out. But to sum it all up, Kansas, obviously, or West Virginia is going to be a tough team in this Big 12 conference. There's no doubt about that. Kansas cannot overlook this game. If they overlook this game, then West Virginia is going to walk in there and beat them. However, I think behind Jalen Daniels, I think he is going to be a insanely good quarterback for the Kansas Jayhawks this year. I think that he is going to shock the world, and I think Kansas is going to get the job done at home behind Jalen Daniels in this big Big 12 matchup. Moving on, 6:30 kickoff time on Fox on Saturday night. Another banger of a matchup is Arizona State versus Baylor. Give me the Baylor Bears in this one. Sam Leavitt struggling the past couple of weeks. Baylor riding hot right now. Obviously, they had the loss to Auburn, but they went on the road and beat SMU. Another fun game a couple weekends ago. It was really fun. Baylor did win this past weekend as well, and they are 2-1 on the season. I expect Baylor and Sawyer Robertson to get the job done. Moving on, we have BYU at East Carolina rather. Give me BYU, guys. Come on now. I think they're going to single-handedly probably win this game. Obviously, they have the better skill players. They have the better, obviously, overall players as well. And they have the bigger players. They're just going to be able to get the job done. Don't know why they're going to East Carolina, but I expect them to get the job done. And then, to end us off here on Big 12 Prediction Monday, Wyoming going into Colorado. Colorado has been struggling the past couple of weeks, man. They have not been looking good at all. Wyoming, on the other hand, they are cruising on offense right now. Give me Wyoming, as they will walk into Colorado, beat the Buffaloes, and put them in their place. I don't think Colorado is going to do a single thing this year in the Big 12. Obviously, the quarterback Anderson, 500 yards or so passing on the year so far, 3 touchdowns, as I think the offense is going to be rolling against a Colorado defense that is going to be missing Travis Hunter in this matchup. Give me Wyoming, as they will get the job done on the road to close out Big 12 play on Saturday night. Let me know, though, what you thought of the video in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. I'm going to hop off, get this edited so you guys can watch on time. If I don't see you in my AHSAA prediction video, enjoy the 2 games tonight as we have a doubleheader. The Chargers are kicking off. Former Auburn wide receiver Keandre Lambert-Smith going to go off this tonight, hopefully. Chargers will get the job done against the Raiders tonight. Enjoy the games tonight. If I don't see you in my video, thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.